reported. Then they use those reports to justify further investigations. You know, that's like saying, well, we're going to incriminate on one hand and be the jury on the other. It just doesn't work that way. So we believe that we'll get some clarity on that today.
Congressman Mark Meadows explaining what he hopes to learn at a closed-door session with Bruce Ohr. It is underway right now, that meeting. House lawmakers grilling the Justice Department official about his involvement with the ex-British spy who put together that anti-Trump dossier. Joining us now, Andy Biggs, a Republican from Arizona who sits on the House Judiciary Committee. Congressman, we can only imagine what's happening behind those closed doors right now, and you'll be a part of it all today. Set it up for us.
Yeah, so obviously we're going hour by hour, so Republicans get an hour, Democrats get an hour. We have a whole laundry list of areas that we want to get answers from Mr. Ohr. I think the Democrats do as well. Mr. Ohr is another one of those focal points because his wife, at one hand, is working for Fusion GPS, and then on the other hand, Bruce Ohr is the, if I can use this word, he's kind of the handler. He's the guy who's kind of funneling information. When Peter Strzok testified, he said, look, I got information from Bruce Ohr about Christopher Steele. So he's right at the center of all of this, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
You know, there's big expectations now from many people who are watching on and hearing Republicans walking into that room saying that they've got all these questions. Jim Jordan, Catherine Herridge, our reporter on the ground there, was able to grab him as he was walking into the room earlier, and he said this.
The fundamentals don't change. The fact that top Department of Justice official's wife is working for the firm the Clintons hired to put together the dossier, and then the FBI uses the dossier that they're getting from Bruce Ohr. Peter Strzok told us that, to then go get the warrant to spy on the Trump campaign. So that's a big concern. Who at DOJ knew that? Did Sally Yates know what was going on? I mean, I don't know. So we got lots of questions for him.
Lots of questions, Congressman. Do you think you're going to get any answers?
I think we're going to get some answers. I think Bruce Ohr, he's indicated a willingness to cooperate and provide answers. They may not be as full and complete as I think they should be, but he's been so far willing to pitch some answers to us. Which also always leads to more questions, of course. And so I think that that's been good. I think what we really need to get to the bottom of this is how come this culture existed at the very highest levels where Peter Strzok felt like he could do what he wanted to do, Bruce Ohr felt like he could do what he wanted to do, and where were the supervisors and who knew about this, and to use the information that they were getting to get FISA warrants to spy on American citizens, in particular in a presidential campaign, and try to influence that outcome. This is really very serious for a republic form of government. So we're all over this.
Your colleague Mark Meadows was on the program a bit earlier today, and he really set up for us what's at stake when it comes to the integrity of the FBI and the DOJ. Watch.
When we really look at it, 99% of the DOJ and FBI workers are truly great patriots. And yet we have about 7 or 8 that took things into their own hand. And so it's the credibility of really Lady Justice that should have a blindfold. And yet we're seeing that they were peeking and trying to tilt justice one way or another based on their own political bias.
You know, we expect this to go on for a long time today, and the American people, they want answers too. Last word to you, Congressman.
Yeah, we have to get answers. I think we need to do a couple things. The Inspector General needs to keep looking into this, as he's told me he has, and I think Jeff Sessions needs to answer what the Judiciary Committee asked him to do over a year ago. Give us a second special counsel who has the authority to actually indict and go after people in this, because I believe there was some criminal misconduct at the highest levels of these two bodies.
Congressman Andy Biggs, thank you.